another episode of Life After Undergrad. Today, I am taking you on a personal journey, one that's fresh, exciting, and oh so relevant to what we talk about here. I just completed another interview for a graduate assistant role, and I'm feeling confident and inspired. So I thought, why not share this experience with you? Let's dive into how I prepared, how it went, and what I took away from it. You know how I always talk about preparation being key? Well, I took my own advice. Preparing for this interview felt like structuring a podcast episode, focused, intentional, and tailored. Here's what I did. First, I reflected on my journey, my experiences as an operations assistant, an MSW intern, and a podcast host. These all gave me so many transferable skills, like administrative expertise, event planning, and connecting with diverse audiences. I knew I had the tools, and it was about aligning them with the job requirements overall. Next, I organized my thoughts using, a brainstorming method of what experiences I felt really aligned with the roles and the responsibilities. I also researched and watched videos on how to prepare for the meeting, prepare for an interview, and kind of, put myself in a sense in a mock interview so that I wasn't so nervous. Of course, I faced challenges too. Throughout my journey, especially going to Columbia, imposter syndrome creeped in very hard. I didn't even know it was a thing until I ended up at Columbia and everyone was like, you shouldn't have this, you shouldn't have this. And I automatically felt like I had it. It's important, although you may feel this or in a sense in a part of your journey, it's about grounding yourself overall. And for me, I was able to ground myself by reflecting on my accomplishments, and that overall made it melt away. Confidence grows when you acknowledge your progress. It's so easy to point out all the bad things, but it's really hard to sit down and point out every good thing that you did. So make sure that you give yourself the flowers you deserve. Walking into the interview, I reminded myself of something I often tell you. Imposter syndrome has no place. It's easy to feel that way, but we must work through it. We must get into uncomfortable situations to then gain comfortability and really level up and elevate. I was prepared and ready to showcase my story. At the same time, I felt a mix of nervousness and excitement because this role truly aligns with the skills I put into practice every day. One question that stood out to me was, who is Chnoa today? It caught me off guard, but in the best way. It pushed me to reflect and share my authentic self in a way that felt deeply meaningful. The entire interview felt warm, professional, and magical. It flowed effortlessly, and I could tell the interviewers genuinely cared and connected with my passions. For a moment, it felt like I'd found my people, a community that resonated with me. Even if the role isn't guaranteed, I'm grateful for the experience being seen and valued. During the interview, I connected my experiences to Sacred Heart University's mission and values by highlighting my passions for community engagement and support. I shared how I embody the mission every day, even outside of school, by prioritizing inclusivity and resource sharing in all my roles, especially in content creation. Just to set that in there. That'll get cut. This interview felt different from others because I could tell the interviewers were not just assessing my qualifications, but also truly cared about what drives me and really resonated with it. The level of connection made all the difference. Looking back, if I could change anything, I'd tell myself to calm down and not be so scared and nervous. I'd remind myself that I was about to meet some amazing people and there was nothing to fear. To anyone searching for a graduate assistantship or similar role, my advice is don't give up. I've applied to many roles and faced rejection, but it's not about the number of yeses. It's about finding a place where you can grow, connect, and truly belong. Look for opportunities that support your growth and align with your career aspirations. This potential role connects to my long-term goal of working in a university setting. It feels like the perfect stepping stone to prepare me for the next level of my professional journey. If I could give one piece of advice to myself 5 years ago about growth and success, it would be this: be patient and keep showing up. Growth takes time, but every effort you put in is building towards something greater. So that's the little pieces of what I wrote, but I actually got the role. All right, y'all. So I wrote this podcast pretty much after the interview that I had experienced, but I was being a big baby. I was being scared, and I didn't post it. So now I'm posting it. But now you have the Chnoa that has the answer to the interview, which I have the role. So I will be a front desk morning graduate assistant for the Office of Community Engagement. And I'm so excited because since December 2024, I have really locked in creating content and creating my brand to be cohesive and impactful. And it's really great to not only be in a place that acknowledges that, wants to celebrate and ignite that further. So I'm really excited for the role. Y'all are going to see so much content in the office. I have so much planned. I have a whole document. So I'm really looking forward to kind of ending off season 1 and getting into season 2 with this new role and this new Chnoa, this new sequences of experiences. So I'm totally ready and excited for that, and very excited to share that with you all. So please stay tuned, and I hope that you have enjoyed season 1 as it comes to an ending. It's not completely over yet, but it is slowly coming to its finale as we enter this new era. That's it for today's episode. I hope sharing my experiences, sharing what I went through in real time, or in a sense in the general space of time and era, I hope it inspires you to reflect on your own journey and take bold steps towards your dreams. Don't forget to follow the Life After Undergrad podcast, leave a comment, and or share this episode with someone who might need a little extra motivation. Don't forget to also follow us on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn at TVSWCT. And until next time, keep thriving, keep smiling.